So, welcome to a morning meditation. We'll start by getting a little bit into the body moving so that we can let go. Starting by maybe rolling the shoulders forward and then rolling the shoulders back. Wiggling the fingers as the shoulders start to stop, starting to rotate the wrists in one direction and then the other direction. Letting the arms kind of flap like wings and then straightening out your legs and wiggling the toes. Rotating ankles in one direction and then the other direction. And then finding a position that supports being comfortable. We'll move the neck to make some neck circles, letting the neck roll to the right and to the left, whether you do half circles or full circles. And noticing how this gentle movement helps to start to decompress. And when you feel like you're decompressed, the ability to feel fullness, to notice the abundance around you. We'll let the motion stop, seeing if we're comfortable as we are, and maybe the eyes can close. If the eyes don't feel like closing this morning, you can always stare down at the ground, finding yourself feeling supported and connecting to your fullness. It might help to hear the breath, noticing the breath coming in and out through the nostrils. Tuning into all the sounds around. Noticing as your eyes are gently relaxed, if there's any shapes, any images that are projected. Noticing the smells. And feeling the plane of contact between the lips. Letting the body settle in. And noticing the fullness of the breath. With each inhale, taking in as much as you need. And each exhale, you're allowed to release all your waste. Finding that connection between yourself and the surrounding. You take in just what you need and you give back all with the breath, that connection to our environment, to the plants, a cycle of life, supporting everyone. Then allow your mind to think about the thing you love to buy, whether that's some clothes, shoes, bags, food. And what it makes you feel when you buy it. Hold on to that sense of awe, that sense of no longer longing for something. And if you can imagine you placing that new object with all the rest of your belongings, how there's just enough space, that you have enough. And then what would it feel like to take that favorite object and give it to someone else? Letting them experience the awe, the beauty of the object. What would it make you feel like if you give away one of your prized possessions? And see if you can hold on to a loving compassion for sharing. We'll shift our attention to a time where everything was going just right, where you feel at peace and at ease. And letting that peace and ease spread through the entire body. Connect to the sense of fullness within. Accepting everything that's here. Accepting that you have enough. That you have so much you can share it with others. And let that feeling of peace and joy that settles in your body spread outward, spilling out into the floor. Let that feeling of peace and love spill out through the room. Embracing everyone in your house. Embracing everyone on your street. embracing everyone in your community. Noticing I have enough. I am enough. The feeling of fullness and wishing that fullness onto everyone you encounter. We'll take one more breath here. And then when you're ready, we'll start to wiggle fingers and toes, starting to welcome in movement again. Inviting in a stretch if you need a stretch. Before we close, think about one thing that you can share with others today. Allowing that fullness from within to be shared with that gift. So thanks so much for practicing this morning. Have a wonderful week.